Hi guys! Okay, so if you're wondering, I do have my fan on. I know it's still winter, but my house gets really hot really easily, even when the heating's not on. And obviously I've got a small room, so it gets very hot. So I done this a long time ago when I was like 17 or something, I think. When I got them, it was like 6 months after when I got them, so yeah, it was like I was like 17 or something. And yeah, it was a while ago. And as you can tell, if you haven't already seen my retainers video, I still do have a brace on, you know, because I've got a retainer in, but I don't have the train tracks on anymore. So here we go. 1. When did you get your braces on? I got my braces on January 29th, 2014. I think. I was 17 anyway. I'm 21 now. Oh my god. 2. How soon after did you get them could you feel pressure or aching? God, I can't remember, it was that long ago. Really. I want to say that if anyone's actually seen my other video of me doing it in the past, and if I say something else, you'll think that I'm going to be lying, but I'm not. I honestly cannot remember. But what I'm going to say is probably maybe maybe a few hours later, or like the day after, you know what I mean? When I felt pressure, because it sucked. That's what I remember, it sucked. It was not pleasant. 3. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, how bad was the pain for you? I'd probably say it was like a 7 or 8, because it was quite painful, but it wasn't to the extent where I was like crying, if you know what I mean. 4. What kinds of food did you eat when you first got your braces? I know this. When I first got my braces, like maybe the first to the second, no, the first to the third day, I was eating like soups and like mashed potatoes, and then to the 4th day I was like, you know what, I don't give a shit. And then I was eating like all the stuff that you're not meant to eat, but my teeth came out perfectly fine, so you know. But no, I had to end up going back to the orthodontist like 3 or 4 times in a row because it kept on breaking. And it's not because I was like doing anything wrong, it's just because the brackets weren't strong enough for the gaps that I had. So yeah, he had to like put like a flexible bracket on, because he says, I'm so sorry that I didn't try this before, and I'm like, oh, well, you know. It would have helped. 5. How often do you get adjustments? Or how often did I get adjustments? I used to get adjustments every 3 months, but just before I got my braces off, it was like every 3 to 4 weeks, so it was quite recent. It was like quite on the go because they were wanting me to get it off and to get my retainers on and stuff like that. So yes. Do you ever wear rubber bands? Comments about them? No, I know what you're talking about. Before I didn't know what that was. Like, you know, I thought that was like, you know, where like the brackets and then you put the rubber bands on the brackets. No, no, I never got any rubber bands to put on like the sides there. I never got that. Thank God. I heard that was really painful. How many times a day do you brush your teeth? Do you have any tips to prevent the little white squares on your teeth? Well, I just brush regularly, like, you know, twice a day. Sometimes, like, if it was, like, if I felt really, really gross, I would brush maybe 3 times a day. But, like, I can even take this out. Hang on. I got no. I didn't get any white, like, squares. Thank God. I never got white squares. Like, I was, like, actually, like, I think that's why I was, like, brushing regularly, because I heard that when you get white squares, it makes your teeth look gross. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want that. How often do you get your braces tightened? I used to, like I said before, I think this is what the question was before. I got confused at this the first time as well. I used to get like tightened every 2 to every 4 months. It just depends. Sometimes it would be 3 months, but obviously before, like, I would go every like month or whatever, and then when I started to, when they said that, oh, I was getting my braces off, then they would do it more often, and I'd got them off. So 9, do you get to pick your colours? I did before, but he said that I couldn't pick anymore because I really don't know, he didn't really give me an explanation why. So I got to pick for about 6 months, and then I didn't get that. So I had them on for about 3.5 years, 4 years, 4.5, I don't know, something between them. 10. How long did you have your braces on for? Aha, yes, it actually did say how long do you have your braces on for, but I've got them off now. Well, obviously not for the retainer, I still got them on, so technically that's a brace still. So, I had mine on for about, I want to say 3.5 to 4 years, and then for my retainer, 6 to 7 months, I think. I'm not too sure. Can't remember. 11. Did you need jaw surgery? I didn't need jaw surgery, no, but I did need, you know, kind of like tooth surgery where, like, you know, they would, like, take away, like, I don't know, like, skin or something, and then they would get the tooth from there. Like, it was, like, wedged up and nobody could see it because the skin was, like, over it or whatever. It's kind of gross. But yeah, that's the gist of it, basically. I went under there. I went under the needle for that. 12. What kind of toothbrush do you use with your braces / retainer or whatever? Just a regular one, you know. I don't have a special one. I just have a regular one. But obviously, like, I mean, I guess, like, you would say just your braces, like, that you have on your teeth, rather than your retainer, even though you do have to, like, obviously brush your retainer when it's not in your mouth, obviously, because it gets all gross and disgusting when you're eating, because I've got a plate, obviously. But, like, yeah, I'm meant to take it out and then brush my teeth and then put it back in, but also wash that as well, you know what I mean? So just a regular one. I tried to use, like, a remote control, like, not a remote control one, you know, a power up, one of those ones that you charge up. I can't remember the name of, but I didn't like it because I hadn't used one in, like, so long. I paid for it. It was like 25 quid or something. Down the drain. I'm like, why? Why did I do that? So I've used it, so no one else can use it now. Didn't come with a spare head. A spare head, so I can't, you know, give it to someone. So, number 13. Do you use wax? I did use wax, and I used it all up because the wires dig in to your like cheek inside, and it really flipping hurts. Like, honestly, I am so glad I do not have that problem anymore. 14. How long did getting your braces on take? How long did getting your braces on take? That makes more sense. Half an hour. I got the top ones on first, and then the second one's on like 3-4 weeks later. 15. Did you ever get that metal taste in your mouth? I didn't, but I got the glow taste. Oh, it tasted so disgusting. 16. What colour bands do you get? What colour bands did I get beforehand? I got, you know, blue, pink. That was it. Just got blue and pink. Okay. That's it. I'll show you one more time. I do need to brush my teeth for tonight anyway. I haven't done that yet because, you know, it's not bedtime yet. So, yeah. That's it. I really love my teeth right now. Like, that tooth, as you can see, is a bit longer than that tooth, and it kind of bugs me a little bit, but, you know, what you gonna do? I got my teeth fixed after, like, several years of having wonky donkey teeth. Wonky donkey teeth. Okay. Please subscribe, comment, share, and like, and hopefully you like my tag.